Hello students, today in this video we are going to discuss functions. That is a very important topic and it's a kind of must topic that is either asked in paper 1 or 2 in O levels or paper 2 or 4 in IGCSE. So let's start. Suppose we have a function f of x is equal to 2x plus 6. There are certain types of questions inside this topic, functions. So first of all, for instance, they may ask you to find out values of function at different points. For example, f of 1, f of 2, f of 6, f of 10 maybe, and f of t. So finding values of function at different points. F of 1 means you're going to replace x with 1, so it's 2 plus 6, that is equal to 8. If it is 2, so 2 to the 4 plus 6, that is equal to 10. So 2 into 6, 12 plus 6, that is equal to 18. And f of 10 is 2 times 10 plus 6, that is 20 plus 6, it is 26. And f of t will get an expression 2t plus 6, that's it. So first of all, we should know how to find the values of function at given point. For example, let's define another function. Suppose we have another function f of x is equal to 2 raised to the power x, and they want us to find out values of function at 1, let's suppose at -1, at -3, and maybe f of 4. So what you need to do, you just need to find f of 1, that is means 2, f of -1, that means 2 raised to the power -1. From the rule of indices, it's negative. We have learned in indices that a power minus n can be expressed as a raised to the power n, right? And similarly, f of -3 is going to be 2 raised to the power -3. So first you're going to put it here, 1 over 2 raised to power 3, that is equal to 1 divided by 8. Similarly, f of 4 means 2 raised to the power 4. So it is 2 to the 4, 8 and 16. So 2 raised to the power 4 is 16. Sometimes it may happen that you have a function and yes, suppose this is a function and you need to find out f of x is equal to x plus 6 divided by 3, for instance, and you need to find f of -1, you need to find f of 3, you need to find f of 8, and you need to find f of 7. Now I want you to stop my video and try to solve it yourself and then resume it. Okay, I thought you have done it, and let's see. F of -1 will be -1 plus 6 divided by 3, that is equal to 6 minus 1, 5 divided by 3, right? F of 3 would be 3 plus 6 divided by 3, that is equal to 9 by 3, that means it is 3, right? F of 8 is 8 plus 6 divided by 3, it's 14 by 3. And f of 7 is 7 plus 6 divided by 3, it's 13 by 3. So first of all, in your questions, you'll be given a function, and from that you'll have to figure it out what is value of the value of function at given point. So these are the points. For example, here f of x is equal to 2x plus 6 is a function given, and f of 1 means you need to find value function at x equals to 1. In some places you'll be given that, okay, find the value of this function at x is equal to 1, at x is equal to, at x is equal to 6, at x is equal to 10, and x is equal to t. Whenever a variable will be involved, they will ask you to find out an expression. That's it. Okay, so this was the first part, in the beginning part of your question, that f of x is equal to 2x plus 6, it's given, and you find out what is the value of the function. Okay, once done, then what is the second part? In second part, they will be asking you that, okay, if we have a function, let it be f of x is equal to 2x plus 7, right? So find value of x when f of x is suppose 17. Now in this question you see they have given the value of function. In previous cases it was like find value of function at 6. So you substitute 6 in the function. So 2 into 6, 12 plus 6, 18. This is the answer. Now the case we are going to discuss is what if we have 18 given and we need to find this 6, like at what value we getting 6 here. So yes, f of x equals to 17. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this f of x here. So f of x is given as 2x plus 7, that is equal to 17, and now we need to find this x. So that is equal to 2x is equal to 17 minus 7, 2x is equal to 10, and x is equal to 10 divided by 2. 2 is being multiplied here. You can take x there, so it is going to be 10 divided by 2, that is equal to 5. So x is equal to 5 in this case. Similarly, let's discuss another case, and in which if we have a function of the form 2 raised to the power x, okay, and they want us to find value of x if, okay, they want us to find value of x if f of x is equal to 32, find x, find value of x. So what you're going to do is, okay, in solution you would say, okay, f of x is 2 raised to the power x, that is equal to 32. So from indices we know that how to solve such kind of exponential equations. So 2 raised to the power x, we will try to find what is 2 raised to the power 32. So if you want to make 2, 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 16 and 32. So 32 can be expressed as 2 raised to the power 5. Now on both cases, on both sides we have basis same. This means x is equal to 5. Okay, for instance, with the same case, if I get f of x is equal to 2 power x, and find x if f of x is equal to 1 divided by 8. So simply we are going to put f of x is equal to 2 raised to the power x, right? Now what is function given? Function value function is 1 by 8, so we're going to put 1 over 8 is equal to 2 power x. Now 8 can be expressed as 2 cube, 2 raised to the power x. We can take it to numerator, that will make it 2 raised to the power minus 3, that is equal to 2 raised to the power x. So now in both cases, on both sides, bases are same. This implies that x can be written as minus 3. So initially when we start this function with this topic, initially they want us to find values of x at different points. Function will be given, you will have to find, you will simply plug in the values and calculate it. In second part what happens is you get different type of functions, questions and their values, and they want us to find out the value where this function takes this value and you find particular value of x over there. Okay, so next is, so after this we need to discuss inverse of a function, a very important part of this question, and that is, let's have a look on this example. So suppose in the beginning we did for example f of x is equal to 5. So I wanted to find values of this function at different points. So f of 1 was equal to 2 plus 5, that is equal to 7. That means f of 1 is 7. Or we say value of this function when x is 1 is 7, right? Okay, let's check for x equals to 2. So f of 2 is equal to 2 plus 5, so it's 9. Let's find value at x is equal to 3. F of 3 is equal to, f of 3 is equal to 2 into 3 plus 5, 11. F of 4, that is equal to 2 into 4 plus 5, that is equal to 4 is 8, 13. So if you go through these values again. So at 1 I'm getting 7, at 2 I'm getting 9, at 3 I'm getting value function 11, and 4 at this. So if I take all these values of x in one bracket and y, or what we call it a function, so values of x were 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? Okay, so against one function is processing it and giving us the result. At 1 we have 7, okay, at 2 we had 9, at 3 we had 11, at 4 we had is 13. Now this is our process of this function, the procedure what it is doing. It's putting values from x set and putting it in y. By the way, these values are known as domain of the function, and these are known as range of the function on this domain. Okay, object and images, sometimes it is also called objects and images. Okay, sometimes it is also called objects and images. Now the question is, we need a function, like if I substitute 7 in a function and it gives me a value of 1, that will be f inverse of x. Okay, we need a function in which I put 9 and I get 2. If I put 11 I get 3, or if I put 13 I get 4. So that will be inverse of the function. So inverse of a function operates exactly in the reverse order in which function operates. So you can say that inverse of a function operates in opposite direction of the function. Okay, we'll have to see that if a function is operating from one step to other. For example, for the same question, 2x plus 5, so for every input it's multiplying 2 with it and adding 5 to result. How this function is operating, this is for every input it doubles it, it multiplies with 2 with it, and then add 5 in it, right? So we need a procedure in which exactly operates in the opposite direction. So for example, if it is 2x plus 5, now here is how we can find inverse of a function. Okay, so for example we would say, let f of x is equal to 2x plus 5. So you got different steps to follow. So first of all, step number 1 would be, let y is equal to f of x. You're going to replace f of x with y. Okay, so let's do it. It is we're going to put f of x is equal to y is equal to 2x plus 5, right? Step number 2, make x the subject. We have to make x the subject. So when we make x the subject, it is y is equal to, it's y is equal to 2x plus 5. We need to make x the subject, bring 5 over there. So y minus 5 is equal to 2x, and x is equal to y minus 5 divided by 2. We have x is equal to y minus 5 divided by 2. Now listen, in the beginning when we assume that y equals to f of x, if you bring this f over there, now remember this f is a function, okay? So when we bring it here, it will be inverse of this function, okay? Just the way we did in trigonometry, sine inverse and cos inverse. So we can replace this x with f inverse of y is equal to y minus 5 divided by 2, and at the end we are going to replace every y with x. So f inverse of x is equal to x minus 5 divided by 2. This is the required inverse of this function. Okay, so f of x equals to 2x plus 5. That was a function, and what it was doing, it was multiplying 2 with the domain with the values of x and then adding 5 to result. Here function inverse is operating in exactly the opposite way. It's subtracting 5 from every value and then dividing it with 2. So if you compare function and its inverse, have a look. Function order of operations is function multiplies 2 with every x and then add 5 in it. Okay. While inverse is subtracting 5 from every input and then dividing with 2. Got it? Here is another question, and we need to find inverse of this function. Okay. So let's start. F of x is equal to y. Like, what is your first step? It's always your first step. Let y equals to f of x. Okay, that is called step number 1. You don't need to write step 1, step 2 in exam. It's just for your practice for now. F of x equals to y. Okay guys, f of x equals to y. If I put y is equal to 2x plus 5 divided by 3 minus 4x, right? And now what would be second step? Second step is, step number 2 is make x the subject. Make x the subject. Okay, in order to make x the subject, we have to rearrange the formula. So it is y is equal to 2x plus 5 divided by 3 minus 4x. Okay, now we're going to multiply this over there. So y times 3 minus 4x equals 2x plus 5, right? It's 3y minus 4xy is equal to 2x plus 5. In order to make x the subject, we need to rearrange the formula in a way. It's 3y minus 5 is equal to 2x plus 4xy, right? And now 3y minus 5 is equal to, we take x common, so it's 2 plus 4y, and then x is equal to 3y minus 5 divided by 2 plus 4y, right? We are going to divide this thing over there so that we can make x independent. Again, coming back to initial supposition where we suppose that f of x equals to y, we can bring this f over there, and remember f is a function for now. When we take it to the other side, it will be f inverse. So x will be replaced with f inverse of y is equal to 3y minus 5 divided by 2 plus 4y, right? And then at the end we have y equals to, sorry, we are going to replace y with x. Listen, x and y are dummy variables, so it doesn't matter. Inverse is an operator, okay? It's only an operator that is applying certain steps to make f inverse of x is equal to 3x minus 5 divided by 2 plus 4y. So that's how we find inverse of a function, okay? Here are some practice questions, and I want you people to solve these and find out the answers for these functions. Okay? Now, once we are done with this, after this I want you to learn a new concept that is known as composite function, composite of a function. Okay, now you see what happens in composite functions is simply, suppose we have two functions, f of x is equal to 2x plus 6 and g of x is equal to 3x minus 2. So we want to find composition of two functions, and that is done in this way. Either it is written in this form, f of g of x, or we write it as f of g of x, or we simply write sometimes f of g. So have a look at the procedure how we do it. So suppose if I need to find f of g of x, this operates in the way that this g is put in the function f. And how it is done, that is basically you're going to put this function g of x back in this function where there is x. So it's 2 times plus 6. So this is 3x minus 2 You know, g of x is put here at the place of x. So it is 2 times 3x minus 2 plus 6. That makes it 6x minus 4 plus 6. That is equal to 6x plus 2. This is f of g of x. Similarly, if I want to find g of f of x, how it is done? You're going to put f function in g. Okay? So it is 3x g of x, 3x minus 2, and x is going to be 2x plus 6. That is equal to 6x plus 18 minus 2. So 6x plus 16 is going to be g of f of x. I hope you got it. Let's discuss another example. Suppose in a question it is given that f of x is equal to 3x plus 6 and, or let it be 3x plus 1, and g of x is equal to x square plus 6, and we need to find out f of g of x, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to put g in f. So how it is done? This whole function is substituted in f. So it is 3x plus 1, and you're going to put it x square plus 1. So it is 3x square plus 18 plus 1. That is equal to 3x square plus 19. This is f of g of x. Okay. Now when I need to find g of f of x, operation is done in the reverse order. The later f of x is applied to g. Now we are going to put this whole function in g. That is equal to x square plus 6. Now this is 3x plus 1. You will be using a plus b whole square. That is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, and then 6 is coming along. That is 3x, 3x1 and 1. So it is 9x square plus 6x plus 1 plus 6. That is equal to g of f of x is equal to, it's 9x square plus 6x plus 7. Got it? A very important thing here, sometimes in functions we get f square of x. We are asked to find f square of x. It doesn't mean that you take square. It means they are basically asking you to find f of x. That means you're going to put function back in the original function. So it is 3x plus 1 and you put 3x plus 1. It's 9x plus 3 plus 1. That makes it 9x plus 4. That is f of x. And one last thing related to composition of function is that f inverse of f of x is equal to f of f inverse of x is equal to x. For example, if they ask you to find f inverse of f of 3, 3 is your answer. Or they ask you f of f inverse of 5, 5 is your answer. Okay. So this is all from functions. In my next video, after this we are going to discuss some past paper questions. That will be part 2 of this functions video, and see you over there. Please like, share and do subscribe my channel if you have not done it, for more videos related to O levels, IGCSE and A levels mathematics. Okay, so this is how we discuss functions. In my next video, we're going to discuss past paper questions that will strengthen your concepts on this. So please stay tuned. Allah Hafiz, take care.